What's going on, my friends? Chris here. I want to bring you out an update today. And what I want to do is go over 3 altcoins. And what we're going to be going over is Litecoin, Matic, and Algo. Those are 3 we're going to be looking at here. They were the most requested in the last video that I did. And what I want to do here, guys, I had about 4 indicators each. I wanted to break them down for you and kind of show you where we're at here behind the scenes. So if you get some from these videos, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. It's always appreciated. So when we're sitting here, guys, and we're taking a look at Litecoin, we're at $70 right now. The percent of holders in the money is 30%. At the money is going to be 6%. Out of the money is going to be 64%. In terms of our holder composition by time, right now we're at 58%. This is the main one that I'm looking at here, guys. 58% for 1 year plus. So that one I want to continue to see creep up for Litecoin a little bit more. We want to see it around that 60 to 70 mark, but still holding pretty well there at 58%. Next, what I want to take a look at, and guys, this is going to be important for us. This is going to be our in and out of the money. This is going to be our global in and out of the money. So what I like to do is turn on the volume, and this is going to show good support and resistance areas for us here. So in terms of overhead resistance, what Litecoin needs to get through here, this is going to be roughly about $70.52. If it's able to cut through that, we're going to be looking up to about $73.88. The big area here that we need to watch, guys, would be $84. At that area, we have about 14 million Litecoin for our total volume. In terms of major support here, main ones we look at, guys, and we're just going to start from the bottom, work our way up, is going to be $31. Then it's going to be $55, and then we would have support coming in at around $64, and in that area we'd have 7.71 million Litecoin. So right now, guys, just really being careful, being cautious out there in terms of Litecoin. Some of these other coins, as well as Bitcoin, has been a little bit overextended. You want to be cautious, you want to be careful out there, but I also think it's good to have some exposure in this market as well. So, and when you're looking for exposure, guys, in my opinion, you want to stay in the top 25. I think that's going to be the safest bet for you overall. I've chased some coins that were lower cap before. I'm still holding some crap coins from 2017. It just is what it is, and I think it's better to really trade that top 25. So next one I want to get into was bulls and the bears for Litecoin. And if we take a look here, guys, so a bull is going to be an address about more than 1% of the traded volume over the last 24 hours. A bear is going to be the opposite. Over the last 7 days, we've had 78 bulls. We've had 77 bears. So right there, a pretty good fight back and forth between the bulls and bears. Bulls have a slight advantage, but still we want to see a little bit more difference than that there. The next one, what we're going to get into, this is going to be address stats. We're going to be tracking our address stats. So our daily active address is this one we want to pay attention to. Over the last 7 days, we're up 1.36%, and that's going to be in green. I usually get off the zero balance addresses here. The new addresses is going to be in blue. We're up 3.97%. Total addresses for Litecoin here, we're at 9.25 million addresses. And then you can see here, guys, total with balance is what I like to turn on here. This trend line still looking pretty good here, just up and to the right overall for the history and the growth of Litecoin. And the last one we're going to do for Litecoin is going to be our holding time. Average time token is held, and this one actually has a really good holding time, guys. It's comparable to Ethereum. It's 2.4 years for Litecoin. So in my opinion, guys, I still think there's going to be potentially some lower areas for Litecoin. Look at that global in and out of the money and just really map out those support areas on your chart. If we get there, then that's great, but you always want to buy at those really good discounts. So that's going to be Litecoin. Next one we're going to get into is Matic. And if you're here for Litecoin, let me know down below. Put LTC if you're here for Matic. Okay, so for this one here, guys, holders making money at the current price, we have 17% in the money. Addresses, we have 3% out, or I'm sorry, at the money, and then 80% out of the money here. So this one we've been getting to some of those lower levels here. We've talked about this with Cardano before, guys, when it was getting to only 4% of the addresses that were in the money. We had a really big reversal from 24 cents up to where we are now. So if Polygon does start to get down into that range of like 10 or maybe even 5% of addresses in the money, that's typically when you would want to pick up some of these coins, and that's not financial advice, but that's just the time that you're looking for it if you are going to hold this for a longer term swing position. So if we're taking a look at this as well, guys, total exchange inflows right now, we have 59 million. Total exchange outflows, we have 32. So we have had more people or more money going into exchanges, so we have to be aware of that could cause more selling pressure as well. Overall summary, we're going to look at a 4 bearish, 2 neutral, and a 0 bullish. If we take a look at the bulls and the bears, over the last 7 days, we have 140 bulls to 149 bears. So just be very careful with that out there. Right now, guys, you got a good difference of the bears in control. Next one we're going to take a look at, we're going to go into our address stats. And then new addresses were at a negative 31 over the last 7 days. Active addresses were at a negative 29.5. Total addresses, we're at 591,000 here. So we really would still like to see that pick up a little bit. And then our overall holding time, let's see here, we have about 1 year for Matic. So just keep an eye on those areas, guys, and we're really going to watch those addresses to see if it gets even lower down into about that 5 range. Would be awesome, because that could present some potential good buying opportunities. Okay, so that's going to be Matic. And then the last one we're going to do here is Algo. And this one here, guys, I'm just going to be able to do the overall token summary. So right now we are getting down to some pretty low levels here, guys. It can always go lower, but for Algorand, right now we have 6% in the money addresses, we have 2% at the money, and then we have 92% out of the money. So right here, barring some news, different things that's going on, I'm not too familiar right now with the news, guys, but we are starting to get to some of those lower levels right now. So we're going to keep an eye on it. If that is a coin that you're interested in. Overall summary, we have a 2 bearish, we have a 3 neutral, and a 0 bullish right now. Bid and ask volume imbalance is going to be at a negative 8.96. And then if we get into our bulls versus the bears, real fast for us, you can see the difference, the imbalance here. We have 122 bulls versus 133 bears. So it really helps people out there. Put some coins down low you'd like to go over. These were the ones that people were requesting, and I want to do the ones that I can that the site allows me to do. So God bless you all, guys. Take care. Be safe out there.